Shopping, hey, buying items, it happens every day. And when you buy a big ticket item like a television, like an automobile, we wind up signing a sales agreement. Sales agreement has lots of provisions in it. And when things go wrong sometimes, when that television isn't working the way we want it to, that automobile isn't what we thought it was going to be, and you have a dispute, well, how do you resolve that dispute? Well, you always think you're going to go to court. Small claims court or various other places. But now let's take a look at that sales agreement. A lot of sales agreements today have arbitration clauses in them. Arbitration clauses provide the way in which any dispute that arises as a result of that transaction will be resolved. And that many times means they're completely outside the court system. And under contract law, that can happen. But what might come as a little bit of a surprise to you today is there are a number of organizations, primarily family-run, which have arbitration clauses in them that provide that the dispute will be arbitrated before a particular religious group, whether it's Christian, whether it's Scientologists, or various other groups. And you may say, wait a second, I don't want to go there, I don't want to go there. Well, guess what? The civil courts, state courts, and federal courts are enforcing these religiously based arbitration clauses. They don't want to, the courts don't want to get involved in the whole right to practice whatever religion you want under the First Amendment. So these arbitration clauses put in by the people who sell the items are being enforced. Okay, and you may say, wait, you mean I actually have to go before this religious group to have them decide that dispute that I have with the guy or gal that put that arbitration clause in there? And the answer is yes, you do. But when you originally enter that agreement, you don't have to agree to that arbitration clause. Take a quick look at that agreement. It usually will provide for clear, big letters, arbitration or dispute resolution. If you see that kind of language there, and it usually has to be in large letters that will allow you to pick it out real quickly. If you don't like that, you have every right to cross it out, initial it, and say, I'm not going to be bound by this. And you're in a pretty good position to do that because remember, you're the guy or gal that's spending the money. You're the person that's going to fork over the money for that product. The person selling you that product wants to receive that income, and therefore they're going to be a little more willing to negotiate with you on the terms of that sales agreement. You have every right to cross it out, and if the person with whom you are dealing is unwilling to do that, guess what? There's probably a competitor down the street. And if it's crossed out, well, you don't have to be bound by it. Okay. We bring you this little bit of news and this little bit of advice here on this legal video blog so you understand how the law really works. We're here every week giving you an indication as to what you can do as you interact with a law that surrounds you. I'm David Allen.